It's 6:38, October 12, 2016. See all the fog? Well, that's what the city looks like. And that's how many orbs there are in the air. And they're already forming these long tubes on this building. Okay, they are not any kind of lights or anything. These are orbs forming these structures. Okay, and I'm filming it now in the daytime, like just before nightfall, and you can see the orbs right there, and they're forming them. Okay, so the orbs are like barely visible, but they're in rows, like strings or beads, and they run right down the whole building. Okay, you can really see them here. Okay, and I'm shooting in like super high definition, and that means you don't see them as well. If I reduce the definition, then the camera would pick them up much more, but then I wouldn't be able to see hardly the building because there are so many in the air. Between me and that building, there's an active cluster right there. And you can see the orbs, and I want to show the orbs in the building. Okay, and these, you can see the orbs right there, but it's done. Okay, and all these strings, you see the vibration frequency there? Now the camera's in a stand, I'm not touching it. You see how sometimes it just vibrates? That's when they change the frequency. Okay, so there's what it looks like. And the other day it looked totally different. But you can see that the whole thing is just at a high vibration frequency, and that's shaking the whole building. I mean, it could you eventually knock it down, theoretically. So that kind of shaking is like a low energy earthquake or something. It just keeps on shaking and vibrating the structure, and that'll weaken it over time. It could drop that whole building down on top of people. Okay, and you can see that it's the orbs creating that whole thing, just like I showed the other day when they had a different configuration, and all these configurations are signals to orbs in orbit, or whatever's in orbit that's alien, that's receiving these signals. Like, I don't know what they mean, but look over here, how many orbs there are that are in that invisible mode or transparent mode. The entire building is just covered in them, and so is every other building, and so is everything else. Okay, like, just look at this. Look, there are even active clusters right there. They'll be glowing tonight. You can see all the orbs. I showed them the other day. There was a whole different configuration. But I showed them inside of that recessed area on top of the building. This is the same building. Okay. Now this is the third time in like as many days, or I skipped a day, but you know, it's like the third time in 4 days I'm filming this building, and it's got a different configuration for these, for those, like they're not the same lengths, and you know, all the lengths are different now than the last time. You can check it out. Look at the first video, and you'll see that the lengths are different. Now that means it's a different type signal, and you can see that the whole thing is covered in orbs. I mean, look, and just all over. And that whole area is covered in orbs, actually. They're in the air. But with respect to these kind of chains of orbs, you see like the whole structural vibration. Okay, that's bad for the building, because that kind of shaking eventually weakens the structure of the building. It's like a low-grade earthquake that'll just eventually work on the building structure and weaken it. When it gets weak enough, it'll just fall down. That building's like way over 100 stories. I mean, look at the size of that thing in comparison to other 100-story buildings. That's right downtown in the center. And all those buildings are like 100 stories, and that's a lot higher. So, I don't know what building that is exactly. I'm going to have to go downtown and check out which building it is. But it's dead center downtown. And the entire downtown, if you look, you see that fog? That's all where the orbs are concentrated. They're all over, but they're mostly concentrated where there are the most people. And that's like right downtown. And those trees right there, they're all over. They're here where I am, but not in such a high concentration as down here, where most of the people are. So these things are concentrated where most of the people are, right downtown, where, you know, the highest population is, and where most of the activity is. That's where most of the people are. And that's where all the things that are happening in town take place, right in that area. And you can see that those things are on the side, and they're all around the building. So they're orb chains. Okay, that's what they are. And you can see that it's orbs that are making them. You can see that one right there in between. And you can really see them up here now. This is a good time to show them. The whole top is like just done, and all of the air and everything. So basically speaking, that's the story. These things are like all over the place, and you saw how they vibrate to cause, you know, they could cause buildings to collapse just by that kind of vibration. Because that means all those structures downtown are experiencing the same kind of frequency changes and vibration throughout the structures, and that's not good. But look how many are in the air. I mean, I'm not making this up. It's not possible to make it up. Okay. That's why I'm filming them at this time, because this is a good time to show them. Because now they can't hide because of the way the lighting is. Okay. Early in the morning is another good time to do it. Like just before sunrise. And just before it gets dark. Those are the best times to show them, because then they can't be transparent. When there's too much light, they deflect it, or they become transparent totally, or very close to almost transparent, and then you can't see them. But this is a good time to see them right now. So look, the whole building is just them, and they're just clustering all over, and they're gonna be clustering all over. Okay, you see them there clustering? See those orbs there? They're gonna make a big cluster right there. And those are windows, but not the other ones, not these. That's a cluster. Okay, you can tell the difference between a window and a cluster. But look at them all in the air. That's the nucleus of a cluster right there, and look at them all going counterclockwise around that nucleus. You can see it on the screen right now. At least the black ones, if you don't see the other ones that are in their invisible mode or transparent mode. You can see the black ones going around that nucleus. They're going to pick up speed and go faster and faster, and the vibration frequency is going to become higher and higher. And that's why these things up here let's watch this cluster. I just want to see it going off. Okay, those are all clusters, they're not windows. But look at all the other ones that are on that building. Okay, forget the clusters. Just look at how many are on the building. And they're all on the building and in the air. And you see them down here. Okay, there's going to be more and more down at the bottom, because they're going to be forming those things to get longer and longer till they go way down. Okay, so they're going to be covering like a lot of floors. But you see how the orbs work on them to either shorten them or extend them, and they're making the signals. Okay, there's an example right there. The orbs are actually creating longer and shorter versions of those things. See, they're pulling that other one down, this one over here where the two orbs are. They're going to pull it down. And just leave it there. I'm going to leave it there. See how much they'll pull it down. It's hard to tell because that building is so huge. and these things are so like exact to them, even inches matter. It has to, everything is exact with them because they're very intelligent, and they could be pulling it down or shortening it by just a few inches. I don't know. I can't tell from here. But it doesn't really matter. The point is that they're making them, and every night it's different, and every day is different. So they have different signals day and night, and they change during the day and the night. They're not always the same. And that's the point. And look at how many there are, and look how many there are over here. Okay, you see those two, they're lit up. Look how many are in the air. You can't even see the building. Okay, if you didn't know there was a building there, you wouldn't even know it. Okay, the only reason there's a building there is because they showed it to you in the daytime. But right now you can't see it because there's so many orbs in the air. They're blocking the whole thing. And that's what I'm talking about when I'm trying to take a video or a photo. That's what's in the way. It's not the camera, it's them. So you'll have to go back one video to see what this building really looks like, because right now you can't tell. There's just too many orbs blocking the view. And these things, that's all orbs. These spaghetti looking, look at them all. Okay, this is perfect. I mean, okay. Now those clusters are getting bigger. These are still windows, but these are clusters. Okay, all the way down. Okay. There's just doors all over. I wasn't kidding about that. Okay, I wasn't kidding about it. Okay, that's what it looks like from far away. You can see that from space. Because that's taking up like a third of that building. And that building's over 100 stories tall. Because the other ones that are around it are 100 stories tall. So I'm sure you can see that from space and from orbit for sure. So that's the kind of thing I'm trying to, this is what I'm trying to show you. And this is not anything wrong with the camera. Okay. This is what's in our air. And these things are intelligent. And somebody put them here. Either that or they came on their own, but whatever's happening, they're really affecting, everything on this planet, everything. And we better, figure out what it is and have to stop it. Because look how many of them there are. And they're all very intelligent, every one of them, every one of those orbs. And they cluster up into any kind of a physical form. It doesn't, forms we never seen before. So, it's a serious issue. And this is your reality check right here. Okay, this is it. Okay, this is the reality. Okay, aliens on your planet. Look how many of them. Once you look at it from far away. Okay, that's reality for now. So this is what you should be really thinking about and concentrating on. This is happening now, and it's going to affect your life. Okay, all of our lives, not just some people. It's going to affect everyone. It's going to affect everything on our planet. So, you want to think about something important? Start thinking of how to stop this as soon as possible. Okay. As soon as possible. Look, you can see it all the way from here, and when we are in the air. Okay. They're all alien. They don't belong on our planet. And that's a big problem, because they are on our planet. Okay, we gotta figure out a way to get them off our planet and send them back to where they belong. And that's not here. Alright, that's it. Thanks.